Hey guys, welcome. In the year 2026, I'm going to start a few new dedicated video series for Star Citizen pre-1.0. One of them is regarding Star Citizen ships. It's called Captain Foxy's Totally Awesome Super Duper Star Citizen's Ultimate Ship Guides. And in this guide, we're going to take a very detailed and comprehensive look at a specific ship, or a specific ground vehicle, or hoverbike, according to my testings throughout the years, in the most updated alpha patch. From flight performance to roles and functionality, cargo capacity, stealth capability, combat ability, ship engineering and repairing guides, and best components and weapon loadout testing and recommendations, aimed at giving both new and advanced players a comprehensive operating guide for a specific ship. I will also keep this guide updated to the best of my ability, according to the changes for new alpha patches. And once Star Citizen 1.0 is released, I will do a final update for that ship, and I hope that day comes soon. So in this first episode of Captain Foxy's Totally Awesome Super Duper Star Citizen's Ultimate Ship Guide, we're going to dissect the Crusader Mercury Starrunner, the ship that I used yesterday for some cave exploration and fell in love with. The current patch is Alpha 4.5.0, and this video is carefully divided with timestamps, so be sure to use that to select the section that you want to watch and skip the sections that you don't want to watch. Or you can simply sit back, enjoy, and watch the entire show of the Crusader Millennium Starrunner. Oops, sorry, wrong ship. Here we go.
Come on, Dugan! Would killing you to fly a little less crazy? I don't know what you're griping about. I just liberated you from those miscreants. More like kidnapped. Do you want me to give you back? Not particularly. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, not a good idea! Where's your co-pilot anyway? Mal? Mal? Really not a good idea? I think we lost him. I think something's on fire back there. We had some wild times on this ship, huh? Remember when Sorrelease tried to steal it?
Which time? He always had a weird fixation on the duck.
Think he still does?
No, I heard he's dead.
So are we if you don't get back up here? Those miscreants caught up. Hi-yi-yi. Just get in the damn turret. Come on, you bushwhacking Ranus, let's go!
Gonna shoot on the talk show. You gonna get me in a position? You see that?
Do I still got it? Or do I still got it?
Sulo Pindo.
TIA.
TAEA. Your banner is terrible. And I told you, they're programmed to recognize my voice.
TIA. How much are the deacons paying for me anyway?
You aren't gonna talk your way out of this one, buddy.
I can get you money, you know.
Hey, think about it. Pop these cuffs, you and me get back on the duck, and we'll go rob the damn Central Core Bank. Come on, Dugan, it'll be just like old times. Be like we never left Lago. Or not.
Mad dog! So happy to see you back safe and sound. She's displeased. I can tell. See, normally, when you abandon your crew to be taken by the police, you're not expecting to see them again.
Happy I could facilitate this reunion. Now, about those advocates.
Ah, yes. The authorization codes. These were not easy to come by, but well worth the trouble.
Codes? You traded me for damn access codes?
You're more than welcome to stick around. See how this all plays out. I can assure you, this will be long and painful. Should be fun.
I really should be,
What's the matter, Dugan? Got another old cohort to sell out? Gonna hit up a Bonners slave market or two?
You know what, Zen? Just because we did a few jobs together way back doesn't mean I owe you anything. The Banu have a word for backstabbers like you. Kayayai!
Get them! Get off them!
What was that about? You couldn't clue me into your little plan? This way! Not this way! Over there! Cyclone!
Hey, it's pretty cozy down here. Watch your port side.
Isn't that your job?
Uh-oh, they brought out the big boy.
Yeah, I see it. Almost there. How about you get these flies off our back?
How about you keep this thing on four wheels? I can't line up!
Never mind, I got it. Or not. Hit the hatch, I'll get us off the ground.
Let's go!
Better get us real high real fast before that ballista does it for us! Incoming!
You got it handled? 50-50?
Damn it, Maddie. Hold on.
You good?
I thought we were toast back there! That was something else, Dugan! I mean, I almost jacked all over the turret, but those were some moves. Dugan?
Got it, Mass. caught up that fast.
Alex. Been a long time.
Sorry, Liege. I heard you were dead.
Never better. Got a message this morning from an old acquaintance. You will never guess who.
I have a couple of ideas.
Look, Dugan, I didn't know you were gonna spring me from the deacons.
Yeah, well, to be honest, neither did I. Get in the turret. Give it a 10 count and then unleash hell.
Zen.
Hang in there, lass, just a little while longer.
Wow, this is one of the best ship trailers I've ever seen, but now I am a little confused. Was I watching Star Citizen or Star Wars? I really don't want to figure that out. Here is a little history and price about the ship. The initial MSR concept sale was dated August 24th, 2018, with a warbound price of $200 and a standalone price for $225. But today, at the beginning of 2026, the warbound price has gone up to $240 and the standalone $260. The standalone edition is currently on sale at the RSI Pledge store for purchase as well as upgrade. I don't think this is a permanently listed ship, so the list might be taken down. However, the ship is often listed throughout the years on the Pledge store, especially at every year's Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. And this ship is also included in some game packages. This ship became flyable in Star Citizen Alpha 3.11.1, released on November 19th, 2020. It's been more than 5 years. I didn't even know about Star Citizen at that time. But during these few years, this ship has been through some significant changes, especially a shield buff. This ship is purchasable in-game, but you can only get it at Orison's Crusader showroom, the city in the cloud, for 12,285,000 AUEC, which is the current price for Alpha 4.5. This ship is not rentable in-game. And this ship won 2 consecutive Best in Shows. One is the Best in Show 2951 and the other 2952. If you pledge a Mercury Star Runner, you will have the option to rename your ship. One thing you need to consider if you do rename your MSR is that once you rename any of the ships, your ship will go back to the default state, which means your ship paint and your upgraded components and weapons for the ship will be deleted. So your ship will go back to the original state. You will get the paint back in the next live patch, but I'm not sure about the upgraded components and weapons. The Mercury Star Runner is manufactured by the Crusader Industries, designed as a medium-sized multi-crew courier ship with data running capabilities for fast and secure delivery, ensured by its decent speed, decent hull health and shield strength, as well as decent weapon capabilities. The MSR has these data storage computers, which has built-in encryption protocols, data kill switches, and customizable security system, ensuring the integrity, security, and the expediency in data transfers. Only if we have that gameplay loop in-game. But personally, I don't think this is a very difficult thing to add. So hopefully we can have some data running missions in-game shortly, maybe even this year. This ship is 56 meters in length, 51 meters in width, and 16 meters in height. It's a size 4 ship, and the minimum hangar requirement is at least a medium hangar. It has only one entrance, which is through the back ramp, with only one button on the left side of the back ramp. Up the ramp is the cargo bay, which has a cargo grid of 114 SCU. This cargo grid does not snap a 32 SCU box, but it can snap 8 SU boxes and 2 8 SU boxes. This is 116 SU, and plus the third 8 SU boxes, so it can snap a 24 SU boxes. You can also put the third layer of boxes on top of the 8 SU boxes, but you can only put either 1 SU, 2 SU, or a 4 SU box. You cannot put another 8 SU or 16 SU box on top of it. So on the cargo grid, you can put a total of 9 8 SU boxes or 3 24 SU boxes, and that's 72 SU. And on top of each of the 8 SU boxes, you can also put a 4 SU box and make a total of 108 SU. But the official cargo grid amount is 114. We are missing 6 SU. And that 6 SU is in a secret compartment. So on the left side of the ramp inside the ship, you see these interactions behind this panel. So click open, you have a secret compartment, and we can send this box inside. And this area is, you can call it the Smuggler's area. So you can snap a 1 SU box, and total you can snap 6 1 SU boxes because you can stack one more layer on top of each other. And now let's do a little test. So in this Smuggler's hold, I have 4 SU of scraps, and that's it. No other cargoes on the ship. I also closed this door right here. And now Luke is flying the ship out. I am going to scan that ship. Ship scanned. Let's take a look. Oh no, it does not block the scan. So I see exactly 4 SE of scrap, even inside the Smuggler hold. So together with the 6 SU in the Smuggler's area, total you can put 114 SU of boxes on the cargo grid. But you can put a few boxes off grid. So that's 1 extra 8 SU box, second extra 8 SU box, and for the third 8 SU box, I'm gonna go back in, and I don't think I can put it here, so you would have to bring this one here, and yeah, either way, it's going to be very difficult. As for the 32 SU boxes, you can put number 1 and number 2, but you have to put them off grid. And for the 32 SU box number 3, I think I got stuck. The box number 3 is going to be very difficult unless we bring the box number 2 to the side and then tractor the box number 3. And now we put 3 32 SU boxes in here. However, I have blocked my own path of going anywhere. So unless you're doing this multi-crew, if you're doing this solo, it's going to be almost impossible to secure 3 32 SU boxes. But of course, you can put the 32 SU boxes this way, and then here is the second 32 SU boxes, put it this way. And for the third one, I don't have enough room to rotate. Yeah, not enough room. But of course, you can put some 8 SU boxes here. Even if you block the entrance over there, you can still go from right here. And there is a secret path. Open this door. And now you can climb up and go to the bridge. And to get out, you will also have to use this secret path. You can also go through this door as well. You can also use the cargo bay as a ground vehicle bay, even though it does not fit any of the larger ground vehicles such as the Nova tank, the Centurion Ballista, Spartan, or any of the Storm tank. But you can fit an Ursa or any ground vehicle that's smaller than an Ursa. And if you fit an Ursa medevac in the MSR, this ship is now a medical ship, even though it has only one size 3 medical bed. But with extra medjals, You can have multiple respawns. It can also fit a Lynx rover, which is the same size of the Ursa. You can fit any of the Cyclone variant. This is a Cyclone MT, and it fits very well. If you park it carefully, you can fit at least 3 Cyclones in the ship. I have fitted 3 Cyclones before. And of course, you can fit 2 or 3 rock. So you can do multi-crew rock mining. Park like this. You can fit 2 side by side, and you can fit 1 extra one in here. But this is going to be a bit tight because it will block your path to the little elevator. But you can always go from the secret path that I showed you earlier. You can also fit any of the hover bikes, and you can put multiple hover bikes inside here. Also including the Fury. When you fit Furies inside ships, make sure to use a speed limiter. You don't have to extend the configuration. Just slide it in. If you park the Fury like this, you have plenty of room to put at least an extra one, or even the third one on this side as well. So the third one, park it like this. It will block the main entrance. Just use the secret pass from here. And of course, you can put the Atlas Geo or Atlas Geo Ikati. And you can also snap it on the grid. You won't see the grid though, but you can snap it or simply leave it in the air. So what a decent cargo and vehicle bay the ship has. One of the main features people often praise Star Citizen for is its ship interior, and indeed, the interior of the MSR is a beauty of its own. So inside the cargo bay, and we saw that there are 3 entrances. One is the door on the left, and the other is a secret door on the right. But the elevator here is the main entrance to the bridge, and this elevator is quite unnecessary. So you can send it up and down. Actually, you can send it up, but you cannot bring it down. What is this? Okay, see if I can go from this. Yeah, I can climb right here. And from here, you can bring... What? Okay, so this is the one-way elevator, I guess. You can only send it up, but you cannot send it down. Alright, let's continue. So the first door is the server room. And these are the data computers. On the left is a scanning station. And on the right, this side right here, these are the turrets. This ship has 2 main turrets. One is top, one is the bottom. The seat on the very left, you can see that there is a door right here. So this will send you up. So this will be the top turret. This turret has very good angle. 360 degrees, and you can also straighten it out like this. Very nice turret animation. The seat on the right, you can see the door is at the bottom. So this turret seat will send you down. And this will be the bottom turret. Also very good angle. It's straight down and you have 360 degrees. Also 2 side 3 guns. And now let's go to the scanning room. Nothing else you can interact in this room. So you only have this one scanning chair. On the scanning chair, you have one button to turn the power on and off for this seat only. If you power it on, you will have 3 MFDs. You have a radar display. And this radar display, you can use your mouse wheel to control the zoom in, zoom out amount, but you cannot target. And on the left side, display 1, you can change to different MFDs. In the middle, you also have a main MFD. You can control many things. And you also have the diagnostic screen here. Another button on the right, it says deploy. If you click it, and you will see the radar on the ship is deploying. deploy, and retract. I believe this feature is currently working in progress, because if you deploy this and then you try to ping, it doesn't do anything. I don't think we can scan. I can't even change the scan angle. So this is the scanning room. Coming out of the scanning room, here is the one door take you to the bridge. Here is a light button. Doesn't work. Now go in here, it's very dark. Also on the right, there's a light button. There we go, this one works. So in this middle section, you have 3 ways to go. One is go straight to the bridge. You have the signs on the floor. And here is go to the recreation. On the right is going to the habitation. Let's go to the habitation. And this is the habitation room. Looks very spacious. 2 functional seats, one on each side. You also have a screen that's not working yet. In the middle, this round thing here, this will be the bathroom. So use the button on the side. This one should be on this side. You got 2 bathrooms. And they're the same thing. Open the toilet. You can also close the door and lock the room. Very tight space. At the end of the room, you have the bunk beds. You have 3 bunk beds. And also some storage area. Take a look at this. These are working storage. Each one of them has 1.2 SEU, and each one of them will have the fuse and the Kenbu light SRT canisters already in there. Every time you reclaim the ship, they will be here for extra. And every single one of them have. You also have the storage on top of each the bed, and each of them will also have 1.2 SEU. And on this side as well, each bed. So you have 6 storage areas just in this room alone. Now here is the light, and this light doesn't work. So that's the habitation. Now go to the recreation. This is one of the beauty of this ship. So turn the light on. We got a little non-working kitchen. You see all these water bottles. Hopefully one day they are physicalized. We can use them. Now you have a very nice couch. Very cozy room. You also have a plant. Now in front of you, you see the chessboards. And there is a secret for this chessboard. And this is an old secret. So the secret is very simple. You need to grab the white queen. So this one is a white queen. Carry it. And now come to the little kitchenette. There is a place thing here. And if you click place this white queen, a secret door will open. And this will be connected to the other 2 entrances at the cargo bay. To close this, as soon as you grab this white queen, this door will be closed. So if you place any other chess piece, for example, this one, this is the white knight. Now come here, you will see no appropriate item. So you cannot place any other chess piece. Only the white queen. Not even the black king. This is the black king. No appropriate item. So again, only the white queen that works. And place it here. As soon as you place it, the door will open. We'll leave it open like this. So this is the recreation room. Heading to the bridge. There is also a little hallway. It's quite dark. Turn the lights on. And on the walls, you can see fuses and fire extinguishers. And this will be the bridge. You also have fuses on the left and weapon rack on the right. You can place your primary weapons, max lift as well. And you can also place multi-tools and med gun as well. And you can grab these weapons very easily. So very nice weapon racks. So you have these 4 right here. You also have extra ones. If you come out of this door right here, you also have the same amount, 4 weapon racks. So total you have 8 weapon racks, and you can place these weapons and tools. Now jumping on the pilot seat, you have 2 MFDs on the left and 2 MFDs right in front of you. The power on and off button is on the left hand side, right here.
Systems off.
An engine on and off button on the right.
Engines off.
And these button actually works. Sometimes when you use these buttons, it's more immersive. Now on the right hand side, in the middle, you can also control open cargo bay or close cargo bay. The same button also controls if you can lock and unlock the ship, open or close the exteriors. In the middle here, you can choose to exit seat. The pilot controls 2 size 3 guns. Now here is a co-pilot seat, power on the left. You also have 2 MFDs on the right and 2 main MFDs right in front of you. The co-pilot seat cannot fly the ship. The co-pilot does not control any weapons, but it can control the missiles and bombs on the ship. And I just accidentally dropped a bomb. It's on the left hand side. Oh no! What am I gonna do? The co-pilot cannot fly the ship, and this bomb is going to explode. Now, coming out of the bridge and pass through this hallway and pass through another door, the server door, and right on the floor behind the word bridge, you can see there is an interaction. It says open door. So this is another secret entrance to the secret tunnel underneath the ship. And jump down from here. And this can get a little confusing, but look on the ground. You will see the signs. So to the right, you go to the recreation, which is the chessboard room. You can also open this by using the open all control on the pilot seat. Now, going straight, I'm already lost. Look on the floor. Here is the cargo habitation. So here is going to the habitation room and jump out. You also have an entrance at the habitation room. So you can control this door like this. So this is one of the most unique things among all the Star Citizen ships. It's only on the MSR. Now, going through here, this will be the Smuggler's storage. We looked at that earlier. You also have fuses on the walls. And this is the entrance to the scanning room. Look at that. I missed this earlier. Even the scanning room has an entrance here. So every single room except the server and turret room has an entrance to the secret tunnel. And now, the last room we're going to look at is the engineering room, and this will lead us to some engineering testing on the ship. This is the engineering room on the MSR, and here are the component compartments. You got 2 size 2 coolers and 2 size 2 power plants and 1 size 3 shield generator behind the 2 power plants and 1 size 2 quantum drive right here. For the quantum drive right here, I don't think you can detach it because the jump drive got stuck on top of it. So even if you want to loot a MSR, it's gonna be difficult to take this out unless you try to glitch it out somehow. And now for the power plants, you can detach it. It's still quite glitchy here, but you can. And you can attach it back. And for the cooler, you can easily detach the cooler. And then to attach it back is also quite easy. But you can only attach and detach size 2 and lower components. So you won't be able to tractor the size 3 shield generator. You also have a fuse slot right here. And you have 3 fuses. And right here is the engineering terminal. You got only 1 engineering terminal on the ship. Another thing that's very convenient is if you think that there are too many doors on the MSR, it's inconvenient to go in and out, you can simply use the engineering terminal. Go to the door section and then open each of these doors individually. You can also see the secret entrance to the tunnel, and you can also open those tunnels. Now, don't forget to lock it after you open the door, so they will be in an opened state. However, we cannot control the lift on the engineering terminal. The total armor health for the MSR is 8,400 hit points, and the total hull health is 41,400 hit points. Also, in this 4.5.0 patch, there is a overkill buffer health for each ship, but we do not know the value, and each ship has different overkill health point. The MSR's armor damage reduction physical is 25%, energy is 40% reduction, fuse is 30% reduction, and component is 20%. And the armor has no emission signature addition or reduction, but the armor's durability damage modifier physical is minus 15% and energy is plus 30%. So the armor of the ship will take 50% less of the ballistic damage, but 30% more of the energy damage. Now let's do a little durability test. And I'm gonna be shooting the MSR with a wolf. The wolf has ballistic weapons, so my shield is on. Fire.
Attack on shield.
Right now, I'm not taking any component damage yet, but I am taking some armor damage. And my armor is going down quite fast with ballistics, even with my full shield on. And now it's gone. Armor is dead. However, my hull is still 99% health, and I'm shooting at the backside of the ship. So I am not taking any hull damage. And now I'm moving the wolf to the front of the ship. I'm going to shoot at the nose of the MSR because the vital point for the MSR is in its nose, and the health point is 14,000 hit points. So firing at the nose. And indeed, if you shoot at the vital part of the ship, the hull health is going down really quickly. And now if I shoot at the back of the ship, shoot on the wings, and shoot at the back engine, you can see there is no hull damage at all. Nothing at all. Now, as I shoot in the nose of the ship, the hull health starts to go down. And now my hull health goes down to 0. And if I sub-targeting the components of the ship and shoot at the component area. Oh, quantum drive damage. There we go, my power plant is getting damaged. So if enemy ship shoots quite accurately by sub-targeting the components here, it's easily damaging the components in the MSR. And very quickly you can destroy the power plant. And also damaging the coolers. The components for the MSR are all gathered here, so it's easy to damage the components if you know where to shoot. But the advantage is, because all the components are in the same area, you probably need one engineer if you're going to take the ship for combat. So that engineer can just stay here and keep repairing all these components. The MSR does not have physicalized radar nor life support. So in the 3D view, you only see the components here, but you do not see any life support or radar. And I also looked in the ship. I couldn't find it. So this is an older ship. It's not fully updated with engineering yet. You can do the component repair inside this engineering room, but if you want to repair the entire ship, now here is the back ramp to repair. Simply repair it just a little bit. Now the back ramp can be closed again. You can also repair the individual doors here, I think, or not. Can it be repaired? I don't think so. Now these doors, since earlier we opened and locked it, so they will remain open all the way, but I don't see any highlight, so I don't think we can repair them. Let me see if we can close. No, now the button doesn't work. I cannot close them because I have locked them before. Also, inside the ship, you can repair the individual turret base. Like this one is 95% health. Repair it, 96, and this one 100%. Inside the ship, I don't think there is an area that you can repair the ship hull. I looked almost everywhere here. So to repair the ship hull, you will have to go outside the ship. You can also repair the individual main thrusters, like this one. And also right here in the middle, you see the whole silhouette. So this is the left side of the hull. You can repair this one. Actually, I don't think so. I don't see the hit marker. I don't see what I'm repairing. So this is an older ship. The engineering upgrade might not be up to standard, like the individual VTOL thrusters. So this VTOL thrusters should be an individual part that we can repair. But on this ship, we cannot repair this one. Of course, we can repair the turret base from the outside and also repair the individual ship weapon. And for the main hull of the ship, since the vital part for the ship is on the nose, so the main hull should be here. There we go. Now you can see the orange bar in the middle started to move to the right. So this is one of the most important parts to repair on the ship, the nose part of the hull. And also, actually, this maneuvering thruster cannot be repaired. So you can see this ship is not fully updated with all the engineering parts. And this maneuvering thruster can be repaired. Now you can see the hull has been repaired by 2%. I'm gonna keep damaging the ship. Let's see when the ship can get destroyed. Fire. And power plant failure. So right now I'm eating up the overkill buffer. Oh, that radar got damaged and popped out. But I can repair this individual radar. And there we go, finally. It did last for quite a while before it got completely destroyed. Currently, the MSR has a SCM speed of 217 meters per second. When boosted forward, the SCM speed can reach 510 meters per second. Maximum navigation speed 1300 meters per second, and this is a very decent nav speed. Switching between SCM and navigation mode will take 7 seconds. However, the maneuverability for the ship is not great. Pitch, yaw, and roll is only 25, 23, and 53 degrees per second. When fully boosted, the pitch, yaw, and roll can reach 30, 27.6, and 63.6 degrees per second. The Mercury Starrunner has 4 main thrusters. 2 of them is the big main thruster in the back, and each of them will have a dual thruster inside. And the other 2 will be the side thruster here as well, and 1 on each side. It has 2 retro thrusters. So these are the retro thrusters. And this one is on this side. The MSR doesn't have any VTOL engines, but it does have 4 VTOL thrusters. So 2 in the front and 2 in the back. It also has 8 maneuvering thrusters, 4 on the top of the ship, and the other 4 are on the side of the ship, 2 on each side. So this is 1 right here, and the second one is at the back of the ship. And the same thing for this side as well. So total 8 maneuvering thrusters. The main thruster's acceleration force is 6.2 G. When boosted, 10.5 G. Retro thruster, 3.1 G. When boosted, 3.7 G. And upstrafe, 3.1 G. When boosted, 4.0 G. Downstrafe, 2.6 G. When boosted, 3.1 G. And side strafe, 2.6 G. When boosted, 3.5 G. The quantum fuel capacity is 3.2 SEU, And with a stock quantum drive, which is a size 2 industrial grade C, it can give you a jump range about 200 gigameters. And if you switch to the XL1, the military grade A, or the Spicule, the stealth grade A, you have a jump range of around 290 gigameters. And the quantum fuel cost is about 8,000 AUEC. The hydrogen fuel capacity is 100 SCU, and the hydrogen fuel cost is around 6,000 AUEC. So the fuel cost is relatively low, and the quantum jump range is pretty decent. And you can do a lot of intergalactic traveling. The standard insurance claim time is 21 minutes, and the expedited timer is 7 minutes. The expedited cost is 9,393. So this ship does take a while to be reclaimed. The MSR has a total of 6 hardpoints, and they're all size 3s, with 2 size 3 hardpoints under the nose, which only the pilot can control, and 2 main turrets, one on top with dual size 3s, and one at the bottom with dual size 3. The total DPS for the 2 pilot guns is only 1,091, and the total DPS for both turrets add together is 2,183. So the weapon DPS for the ship is on the weaker part unless you have full gunners. The ship has 4 size 3 missile racks. So you can equip 4 size 3 missiles, or 8 size 2, or 16 size 1. You can also switch all those missile racks with the Castillo bomb rack, which will give you a total of 4 Thunderbell size 3 bomb, and you can turn the ship into a little bomber. Very small explosion. This ship does have the increased laser weapon capacitor. The stock weapon loadouts are the size 3 Panzer repeaters. When you give full power to weapon, each of these Panzer repeater will have 150 maximum ammo round. This ship has 1 size 3 shield generator, and the stock shield generator is a Stronghold size 3 industrial grade C, which will give you a shield strength of 45,000 hit points. But if you switch to a FR86 military grade A, you will have a shield strength of 66,000 hit points. So with this shield generator, it has a quadrant shield system. You can increase or decrease each side of the shield faces. This ship has a size 2 life support as well as a size 2 industrial grade A radar, and the radar sensitivity is 90% for all 3 emission signatures. This ship comes with 48 flares and 5 chaffs, and the self-destruct timer is 1 minute. The MSR's cross-section signature front 5,106, side 16,023, and top is 17,608. So if you want to use this ship for some stealth gameplay, it is going to be difficult. First is because it has a size 3 shield generator and there is no size 3 stealth shields. So if you want to use this ship for stealth, you might have to turn off the shield. And also because of the high cross section for the side and the top, so your best approach with a stealth MSR is to use the minimum front cross section, which is 5,106. Try to face the enemy ship nose to nose. But you also need to reduce your IR and the EM to be around 5,000. If you really want to build a stealth MSR, here will be my recommendations. First of all, for the components, you need to use the stealth coolers. So I'm using 2 Nightfall for the ship, size 2 Stealth A cooler. You also need to use the stealth power plants. So I'm using the Stealth A Eclipse. And also a stealth quantum drive. I'm using the Stealth A Spicule. For the shield generator, I'm using a Military C full block. So for stealth gameplay, as soon as you jump into target location, and you need to switch to SCM mode and turn off your shield quickly. Because if your shield is on, your EM will be really high. And right now, just watch your EM go down. You can also give half cooler power. So reduce 1 pip for each of the coolers, and even reduce the life support. You can also turn off life support and watch the EM go down. And our goal for the EM is around 5k. So if the EM is still high, we need to bring it down a little bit more by reducing the engine pip. And now EM is going down to 5k. That's good. A recommended weapon loadout for a stealth build is use ballistic weapons. So I'm using mostly the ballistic repeaters with some ballistic cannons on the top turret. And especially in this 4.5 patch, the ballistic weapons are very effective. Another recommended loadout are for the missiles. I do recommend that you switch all the missiles to size 1 and try to use the EM missiles or the cross-section missiles, especially in this patch. Try to avoid the IR missiles, because in one of my testing videos, we figured out that in this patch, in general, the IR signature for all ships are much lower than the EM and lower than the cross-section in some cases. So the IR tracking signal will not be effective compared with the EM and cross-section. And this ship, I'm using all 16 EM missiles. Pioneer 1.
Contact.
Enemy spawned in, that's 7 kilometers. And we are going to approach at 6.8 kilometers. I am not detected. So
Missile locked.
I already hear the audio cue for missile lock.
Locked. Locked.
And the missiles are only effective when you hear the
Missile locked.
missile lock audio cue. Fire. And hit. Fire a few more. And all hit. So the ordnances for the ship is not very strong. You can see I barely done any damage with 16 size 1 missiles. Yep, at about 5 kilometers, I'm already targeted. Now, if you do want to take the ship out for some serious combat, here is my recommended loadout. Use all military components. So for the coolers, Avalanche, the military grade A, the 2 power plants, Bullet. This is the military grade B. The military components, you have to loot it in-game. So I only looted the Bullet. Quantum Drive XL1, the military grade A, and shield generator is a size 3 full block military grade C, because I do not have the military grade A. And then for the weapons, I do recommend use all CS repeaters. You can use only half of the cooler power, half of the life support, and then give full power to weapon and full power to engine or full power to shield. When you give full power to weapon, your capacitor will have 150 rounds. Now, another thing that is very important, bring gunners. So I brought Luke, actually I brought Luke's with me. So all the turrets are manned on the ship. And the convergence for these guns, if you fire them together forward, is pretty good. So pretty much all the bullets are hitting the ship. Destroyed. That's really quick.
Attack on
Oh, we got some cross-section missiles. Cross-section missiles are quite difficult to flare off. And that missile is still tracking me. Where is it? I'm gonna shoot it. This one right here. Shoot it. Shoot it.
alert.
Oh! What? What kind of missile is that? Is that a torpedo or something? Another recommended loadout is laser repeaters with distortion repeaters. So for this loadout, my pellet guns are using the laser repeaters, and one of my turrets is using the distortion repeaters. So I'm gonna use my lasers to take down the enemy ship's shield. This is especially effective against medium to small size ships. If the ship is too big, the weapon is not powerful enough, especially with only the size 3 guns. Okay, his shield is down, and now switching to distortions. And now this ship is already disabled. So shoot open the door. And now we could just board the ship kill the pilot, and then loot the components. And then on the cargo grid of the MSR, you can snap all these components. And also missiles and weapons. So this is it for this episode of the totally awesome super duper Crusader MSR guide. I hope this guide can help you understand this ship better and give you some idea of whether it is worth buying, whether in-game or pledging. And if you're pledging it, does it worth the price? The answer is quite personal, but to me, it is more worth it now after I made this video than before I started this video. And here are my personal ratings for the ship. The look, 4.5 points. Ship interior and amenities, 4.5 points. Cargo and hangar usefulness, 4.5 points. Flight performance, even though it has decent SEM and navigation speed, but the maneuverability is not great, so 3.5 points. Operating cost, relatively low, so 4 points. Defense, such as armor, hull, shields, and countermeasures, 4 points. Stealth capabilities, 2.5 points. Combat abilities, 2.5 points if solo, and 3.5 points if fully manned. But this combat rating is only PvE. In terms of a PvP, the rating is bordering 0, but it also depends on the enemy targets. For most of the PvP cases, we're assuming the target is flying a light fighter with decent combat skills. Then the MSR is going to be a target practice. This is not because the ship is bad, it is because in Master Mode, this is the fact that we just cannot overcome. So in those PvP situations, just switch to Nav mode and burn away. If you're getting quantum interdicted, then you're really screwed. So my average rating for the ship is 3.9 points. Alright, thanks for watching and see you guys in the next super duper ship guide. And by the way, what's the next ship that you guys want to know more about? Please let me know in the comments below.